Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Director. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. We are going to talk today about what that moon is doing and how it's going to affect you for the next 2 weeks. So that's July 6th through the 12th and July 13th through the 19th. I will timestamp that so that you can easily access it again next week if you want to review it or if you just want to watch part now and part later. However that works best for you in your life. While I'm getting your cards, I want to please encourage you to hit the thumbs up. Hold on a second. Okay, to hit the thumbs up and to leave me a comment, because when I did the mid-month of Cancer season, which came out last week, I'll link that below, I pulled a card, special message for one person for each sign. And so if you'd like to be in the drawing for that, I would need your name. So leaving me a message or an emoji or something like that with your name so that I know what it is that we are, who it is I'm pulling a card for. Okay, so we just came off that eclipse, and that was pretty powerful stuff. And so the last 6 weeks, eclipse energy, and really it's been the last couple of months and all the buildup, and now we have all these planets in retrograde and all this stuff going on, and now it's like, I don't know, it was like this big release. And so the next 2 weeks is really a chance to kind of catch our breath, review the lessons, the things that were brought up, the things that it triggered, and figure out where we need to clear space so that we could start when we get to the week of the 20th, when we have a new moon in Cancer again, and the moon and the sun moves into Leo. And so it's a big shift in the energy. So this is our chance to catch our breath and think about what we noticed, what we picked up. So your overall energy for the next 2 weeks is you are the Four of Pentacles. This is coming off of the Seven of Wands energy. The Seven of Wands energy is taking the moral high ground, but this one looks like you're really in, I'm sorry that I paused, because this is really, okay, so this is about, see, she's using her intuition to lead her and guide her, but she's looking away. She's not looking forward. And so I almost feel like trying to use your intuition, you got distracted. Like something caught your attention and you turned to the side. So this wand right here is taller than the others. It's near where she's looking, and it's like something happened and it really kind of triggered you, and it shifted your focus. And what's interesting is, okay, so she's looking in that direction, and now the Four of Pentacles is looking back in the other direction. And so I feel it's almost like bringing yourself back to center and determining what is of value. You see how she's holding a purse with those pentacles, and it's like, still with the eyes closed, in a meditation. And so discerning what is of value to you, what is worth keeping, and what can you let go of, right? We went from a 7 to 4, and even though these were wands, this is a lot of things needing your time and attention. And this is now after the release of, okay, but these are the things I really value, and this is what is worth hanging on to kind of energy going on. It really feels very, it's almost between the heart and the throat chakra. It's like you need to speak, but you're not ready yet. You're still in the discernment stage of trying to decide what is of value to you. Okay, so the moon is going to be in Aquarius when we start out on Monday at 6:08 in the morning. And so that energy really kind of hangs out there for the next 2 days. I do want to caution you that we've got Mars in Aries, and squaring off with Mercury in Cancer, which means emotional tension, road raging, things are very possible over the course of the next couple of weeks, especially though this week before, as Mercury's slowing down and getting ready to go direct. And so, yeah, okay, all right, so here we go. So we have, definitely, you are trying to discern what is of value to you. We have the self-reflection and the pleasure card, right? We're trying to decide what it is when I take my head up out of the emotional waters, what is really of value, but yet it is definitely staying in touch with what feels right? Both of these ladies here are definitely in in meditation, listening to their higher self. This is reflecting using the energy of the emotional waters, but there's a clarity that's coming from it. And you have here the inner power, the Divine Father. Thank you for co-creating my world with me. And so this is really, again, a meditative, but getting the downloads and the information. What is of value to you? Where do you want to progress forward? What do you want to create for yourself? And with the moon in Aries is like, not Aries, Aquarius. It's kind of like that. It's represented by the swords, right? And so kind of like that Ace of Swords where it shoots up and it cuts through the clouds. It cuts through the water. It cuts through the cloudy murkiness to have clarity of decision making. And so I think there's a real evaluation process going to be going on this week coming off of those eclipses that are going to really have your time and attention and helping you to figure out how to bring the balance into your life. So we're talking about this week is a career, groups, and your hopes, goals, and dreams kind of culminating as we get ready to move into next week when the moon is in your house and you'll be thinking about who you are and what it is you want and what's of value to you. And so I think this is like a big soup of this going on. So where do you find the beauty and the joy in your life, and what can you cut out so you can lighten your load? This is resilience, right? So this is where this eclipse's energy season was all about. What do we release? What do we let go of so that we can really progress ourselves forward in the direction we want to go? And you have gratitude. Okay, so gratitude is a big theme. There are two big themes that I've noticed over the past few weeks, and it is for everybody. It is allowing the inner child out to play, and being and looking around and noticing what is really good as we are letting go of what doesn't matter, and then remembering to show that gratitude, remembering to say grace, bless the water before you drink it. Take a moment in the shower to think about the things that are really working well in your life. Finding the joy and happiness where you can allows your vibrational energy to raise up, and it allows you to hear the messages from the divine to know what the next steps are. And so there's this real search for wisdom, and the wisdom comes from understanding that information is inside of you. It's tapping into it. And part of the way of tapping into it is stepping out of victim mentality. Oh, I hate it when they use that phrase. Okay, so stepping out of victim mentality and recognizing that you are a sovereign being that can manifest whatever the heck you want to, because you are King of Pentacles energy. That is the mastery of manifestation. And so I feel like this doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't feel financial. It feels emotional. It feels, well, that makes sense because of Cancer. Okay, so it feels emotional. It feels like what literally is emotionally of value to you. And then having the confidence to go for it, because you have the confidence card. Wow, this light. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a tiger down here in the bottom, sneaking through, stealthy. Oh, it's laying there. It's just stealthy, laying there in the white and the snow, blending in, but looking really confident. He's holding a sword. Okay, so it says confidence. Things are under control. You can handle the situation with your wisdom, with your confidence and your courage. You are passionate and loving, but don't let your sensitivity overwhelm you. Don't let your sensitivity overwhelm you. Be aware of it, but don't let it overwhelm you, right? The head's above the water. You are honorable and gifted, but remain humble. You are able to co-create with Spirit anything that you want to. It is important that you express the gratitude for the help and the guidance along the way. Oh my gosh, it's important that you ask for it. They're like, you gotta ask. Yes. Okay. So figuring out what it is that you really, really want, and then asking for it. Asking for it is like the key step there. All right. So what time is it? All right. So let's move into the second week here, which is July 13th through July 13th through the 19th. So, the first thing that I notice here is the moon in this position on Sunday and Monday, Sunday going into Monday is about gratitude. And you had the gratitude card that came up in the previous week. And so there's a real need to seek the wisdom from within and express the gratitude outwardly for the things in your life that really are working. And having the confidence and the courage to make the changes that you want to make, that you desire to make, and listening for the guidance and the intuition to come to you to help you to make this process, this change. You are being protected through this. You are protected and you are being guided as you determine what it is that you need to release. And that part of this release, though, is releasing the control. Releasing the control, not releasing the desire, not releasing the need to take some steps, but it's releasing the things in your life that don't work and also surrendering to the divine as to what the timing is and the way in which it comes. And so being really clear about what it is that you want to create, what you want to manifest, what you want to bring in. Yes, absolutely, that should be crystal clear. That's where you focus with meditation, and then how you get there. Asking for the help and then paying attention. Looking for the signs, looking for the inspiration. Wow, okay, so the parrot came out again. Listen intently to understand. Listen intently to understand. That came out for Aries too. You're only the second sign, but I feel like this is like a watchword theme for what's going on for the next 2 weeks. Is we have just had, the build-up is a couple weeks ahead of time. So basically the last 8 weeks, we've been in eclipse season. And there's been this pressure. And what did you learn from it? So this week we have Chiron that went, so Mercury went direct on the 12th. And Chiron went in retrograde on the 11th. Or they both happened on the same day. At any rate, news and information, things are moving forward, but as Chiron goes backwards, Chiron's in Aries, and it's going to be triggering the emotional response and the way you speak about it. But it's going over old ground, and so this is an opportunity to say, okay, well, these things I didn't like, and they brought this stuff up, but what did I learn? What was the wisdom gained from that, and what can I release and let go of so I can move myself forward? Because there's this need to really push through the resistance when the moon gets into Gemini on Thursday and Friday. Venus is there. And she's moving direct. And so there's this real sense of she rules your sign. It's about what's of value to you emotionally, what's of value to you physically, physical manifestation of. But there's also this need to really surrender into the divine. What is it that you need to let go of to allow these things to happen? So you have pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. And embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. So it's the loon and the grouse. Grouse? Probably grouse. All right, so, because they're laughing at me, so I'm going with grouse. Just really. Okay, so dance and movement. Dancing while you're brushing your teeth. If the music's playing. But movement of any kind. Go out for a walk. Connect with nature. Allow yourself to get back in touch with the essence of who you are. You are an earth sign, and being grounded is so important. But Aries, Mars is in Aries, and Mars wants us to take action. And there's a lot of tension around Mars right now. And so letting out some of that energy is very helpful. I know that this morning I literally should have started a couple hours ago, but I had all this excess energy, and so I ended up vacuuming and mopping the house just to kind of release some of the energy so that I could focus here. And so there might be a need to clean your house or straighten out the garage or clearing the car or go for a walk or do something that helps you to release. You have 4 cards that are coming in for the final phase of this couple of weeks here as we work our way toward that new moon that's happening in Cancer. The moon gets into Cancer on Saturday the 18th. We've got Venus squaring, well, not squaring, but in a really kind of interesting angle with Saturn. Yeah, and opposing Jupiter and then Pluto. And so the moon is like hitting all these really tough angles. And it's about finding the peace so you can release what needs to be released, so you can begin this new beginning that's going to come with that full moon that we're having. That new moon that's happening in Cancer on the following Monday. And so you have shedding the old. It says, there is a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you'll be able to see these new prospects. So, like, get excited about the fact that things are changing. They're changing. You can't stop that. So, when you look at it like it's a new opportunity, it's a new adventure, it's a new way to go, Taurus, I know you're going, I don't like change unless I decide to change. But I kind of feel like Taurus is, everybody is, with all the pressure that we've been having cooking, everybody's like, no, I need a change. So this could be very beneficial for you. So you have a mutually beneficial venture. So first off, you're supposed to change coming in and look for the adventure. And then we have mutually beneficial venture. There is an extraordinary connection in the forefront of your life at the moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. But love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. What feels like joy? What feels like happiness? What brings the excitement? What do you say, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do? I don't know if I can. Does not matter. Spirit will help you. Pick what you want and start moving in that direction and be insightful and established. Interesting. I've never seen this card. So, ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. Ooh, be where you are, right? Be where you are, love where you are. Be excited about the future. Have the courage and the confidence to know that where you are headed is where you're supposed to be going. So I'm going to give you the, for the Four of Pentacles, we're going to take a look at what the mantra is in here. It says, I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. That's Taurus. That's the big lesson. The big lesson for Taurus has always been that you absolutely can manifest whatever you need. You will never be lacking. You can manifest. And so here's this energy of being where you are. Yes, things are changing. Don't cling so tightly to the past that you are not looking to the future. But if you can be where you are now and count your blessings where you are now, you will see you actually have an abundance. But that doesn't mean not to dream and not to plan. But you just need next steps. You just need next steps. I feel like if you try to plan out too far, that you are wasting your time because nobody knows what the heck is going to happen next. And so, but you could probably figure out what's going to happen next week. You could probably figure out what's going to happen 2 weeks from now. But really after that, I really feel like all bets are off. So be where you are now and take measured steps and have the confidence to know that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what comes at you, you are going to know how to handle it. You actually have that magical ability. All right, Taurus, I will see you back here. Be sure to leave me a comment so you can be in the drawing for the mid-month of Leo, mid-season of Leo. And take care of yourselves and And don't forget to count your blessings. I feel like that is probably the most important thing going on right now. Be where you are and count the abundance in your life. All right, you take care. Oh, I just saw Scrooge McDuck counting his coins. That's fun. All right, you guys take care. We'll talk soon.